Attorney Ahmed Yakzan from the American Dream Law Office here. And one of the things that I've been seeing on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, one of the best lines that the right is coming up with to attack Kamala Harris is that she's an anchor baby. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm a student of history. I've done this for 15 years. I have heard that term so many times, and I am going to give you a history lesson if you are using that line, hoping that by some miracle from God, you actually get converted and stop using that terrible word. So if you're going to keep going with that attack line, go ahead. But I know that it's not going to help you. But let me give you a little history lesson. The first ever immigration law that the United States actually enacted was called the Chinese Exclusion Act in the 1800s. And the Chinese Exclusion Act stopped you from coming back into the United States if you came from one parent, even if the other parent was a US citizen, one parent who was of Chinese descent, you weren't allowed to come back to the United States. Now, I know that you probably want us to go back to the 1800s by using the word anchor baby. But we're not gonna go back there just because you don't like the fact that so many immigrants give birth to some great American citizens who become presidents, senators, and vice presidents, and one of the leading contenders to become our next president. The Chinese Exclusion Act in the 1800s meant that if by some miracle from God, you as a white American fell in love with a Chinese person and had a baby together, or if you want to call it an anchor baby, your own child would not have been allowed to come back to the United States. If that's what you're gonna go back to, all power to you. But that's not the United States that I want to live in. That's not the United States that I fight every single day to help my clients become citizens of. So you can use anchor baby as much as you want. We are not gonna go back. We're gonna keep fighting for that American dream. We're gonna keep fighting for people who come here to this country like myself and make better choices than a lot of people and fight for the dream of being called Americans. And you want to take away that honor of being called an American by calling us anchor babies, by calling us people who are less than American. And shame on you. Absolutely shame on you for using Trove like that. Because once I took that oath to become a US citizen, I became equal to you. I have every single right as you. So if you want to demean someone by calling him an anchor baby, go ahead and do it. But that proves one thing, that you are an ignorant person. That you don't know the history of the United States. That you don't know that we fought so much to be where we are today. And you want to take us back to the 1800s. Kamala Harris is a US citizen as much as you and me. Maybe you want to take away that right from me because I'm naturalized, but under the law, that does not matter. Keep using that term. I hope it makes you feel better. But we're going to keep, the immigrants are going to keep fighting for this country that we bled for and we fought for and we keep fighting for every single day.